Welcome back to the pregame show here for the division finals for the NECBL Southern Division. I'm here with the manager of the Plymouth Pilgrims, Greg Zackerson, and Skip. What a great series we're going to have here. The Pilgrims 31-11, the Newport Gulls 25-14. That doesn't seem right, but I can't do math anyway. But it's going to be a great series between two teams that have played each other very well over the last season.
Yeah, actually, they beat us. We're the only it's the only series we've lost. We're 1-5 against them this year, so really this is we're trying to get the monkey off our back.
Now, Danny Garcia is going to go for you today. Garcia pitched very well against the Newport Gulls on July 3rd, which was a 17-inning affair, 7 innings, only 2 runs given up, one of them only being earned. He knows how to pitch this Newport Gulls staff, and especially a lefty going up against the Gulls. That bodes well for Game 1.
Yeah, I mean, we saved Danny for the Game 3. We went, we had to go Jenkins and Berger Game 1 and 2. So, I mean, these guys have seen him before, but he's got such good stuff. And being left-handed, I mean, he's very, very good. So, I mean, we're confident going into today.
After sweeping the Mystic Schooners in 2 games and having the rain out yesterday, how much was that rest really needed for this Pilgrim staff?
Actually, I think we were pretally good. We didn't use too many arms out of the bullpen. What did we use, 2 total? 2. So, I mean, we were doing pretty good arm-wise. Actually, the funny part is I think it may have actually helped Newport out more than it helped us out. We would have loved to have played yesterday. We were ready to go.
Jonathan Tripp only has 2 walks against the Plymouth Pilgrims this year. Pretty much only has a handful of walks over the entire season. He's probably one of the most dominant pitchers. 2 over the entire season. One of the most dominant pitchers in the NECBL for a team in the Pilgrims that likes to take a lot of pitches. You can't do that with Tripp.
No, actually, he's beat us twice, and we're going to have to change up our approach tonight to be a little bit more aggressive early. But he keeps that changeup going and off balance for us, and especially down there at Newport, that doubleheader game. I don't know if we hit a ball hard off him for 6 innings. He's a tough pitcher to hit. Changes speeds well, and it's always for a strike. So he's good. But I mean, we're going to change the approach up tonight and be aggressive early.
Now your bats, Vin Galletti is probably one of the hottest bats you have. James Bunn, Mike Martin also. How important is it for them to get hot early on?
Well, I mean, James and Mike, I mean, speed doesn't slump. That's why they have such the averages they do, and that's how important they are to our offense. Because they can get on, we can move them over, they can steal a bag, they can go first to third. And really what it is, we got to get those guys on for Vinny to hit them in. I mean, truthfully, that's kind of the way our offense has been going. And when we were going good, those guys are on base, and Vinny hits them in. So, I mean, I'm hoping that works out again tonight.
You have 2 wins against the Gulls here at Forges Field over the franchise history. How important is a win here in Game 1?
Oh, I think it's very important. I mean, most of these series, you win Game 1. I mean, what are the chances of winning Game, 1 of the next 2? That's all you got to do. It's very important. It sets the tone, especially with these guys. Home, going back to school, hanging over their heads. I think once you get them, in that mode of we lost Game 1, it changes the impression of the team. Winning Game 1 gives you motivation just to win Game 2 to keep going. A lot of guys sometimes might lose Game 1, and all of a sudden it's like, you know what, I got to go to school in a week, and they don't play as hard the next day. And I'm not saying that will happen, but I've been around this too long to know that sometimes guys, the mental aspect and the grind catches up when you lose Game 1.
Skip, good luck tonight.
All right,
that is the manager, Greg Zackerson, on our pregame show. We will have more coming up, including Nick Lima with manager Mike Coombs right after this.